Let's build a Sega Genesis game.
A few weeks ago, I got a Superman game in that I could not fix, so I basically just ended up making a new game, which I couldn't have done without my friend Pete, because he was able to make me a chip with the ROM on it and send it to me.
The thing I didn't mention, though, is that I got him to make me two.
On the first video I made about this a few weeks ago, someone made a comment that I just couldn't get out of my head. J-Rob says that this was his hands-down all-time favorite Sega game, but lost it at a yard sale without his permission. So we're going to build him a copy and send it to him.
Now, it's taking me weeks to assemble everything I need to build this because of the game shell. I ordered two off AliExpress, waited like 3 to 4 weeks, they didn't show up. So I went to a different seller on AliExpress, waited 3 to 4 weeks, they didn't show up either. So I looked around online, shipping was astronomical. This was the only mid-ranged affordable one, which ended up being $30.
Now, $30 for an empty piece of plastic is definitely high, but I needed this part to start the build. The two chips after shipping was about $60, so $30 for one. I bought the replacement label off Etsy from Matthew Mods, who I think I get all of my replacement labels from, and it cost me about $13 after shipping. The two capacitors going into it, I don't know, like 50 cents maybe. And a new game PCB I bought from PCBWay after shipping cost me about $10 for 5, so $2. If you're building your own game or you're replacing a PCB in an old game, you can find almost every single cartridge-based PCB on PCBWay's website. And if you use my link, you can save $5 off your first order. Thanks for sticking around for the sponsor bit. Because of that, I'm able to build this game for Rob and send it to him and do all my repairs this month for absolutely free. Anyhow, back to it. A comment I saw a few times on the previous videos I did on this was that I was putting way too much effort into a game that was not that good. But that's the beautiful thing about video games. It's subjective. Maybe you're just a big Superman fan. Maybe this is the game that you grew up with as a kid. Or maybe you just really like the soundtrack. Case in point, I think Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link sucks, but some people like it. There might even be people that like Superman 64, and those people, you know, need professional help. Anyhow, all I'm trying to get to here is that even if you don't like the game, that doesn't mean it's not worth saving. Now, with the game inside the shell, it actually looks pretty cool, and I really debated about putting the label on. However, I don't like wasting things, and I already had this made and purchased it, so I'm definitely going to put it on. And I just realized while editing this, all these parts, except for the PCB, came from folks that have an Etsy store. I'll link all of them in the description. Now that it's complete, the last thing to do is test it. In total, the game cost me about $76 to make, so I saved about $10 rather than buying an original. But you know, anyone can buy a game. It is pretty fun to assemble one yourself. Very much one of those, it's not the destination, it's the journey kind of thing. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video, and Rob, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy your game. Save the consoles. Or a Sega Genesis game. Well, actually, I guess we didn't save this one. We built it. Go video games.